every time you touched the ball or did anything. How conscious of you were that?
I was conscious of it, trying not to be. but I was conscious of it and extremely appreciative.
Obviously, this is the first win of the season, and the team defense was much better. Is that why you guys finally won a game?
Yeah. I think Meta did a great job changing the tempo of the game. He was everywhere. And at one point, I leaned over to Julius and I said, "Imagine him when he was 22." He covered so much ground, and he came and doubled down the post, then chased the post play out to the wing, right? And then he made a pass on the basket, and the Meta was there under the basket.
Yeah,
it's all over the place.
You struggled early to find your shot. Then you were able to kind of get stuff going in the middle of the game. Take us through that. What was the problem early?
I just got to get rid of first quarters. The first quarters I've been shooting the ball horrendously and seemed to kind of get myself going throughout the course of the game.
The one you hit from behind the backboard in the corner, was that the one where you finally kind of clicked in?
Yeah, those are the ones that let me know my base is coming back. Those pull-up shots are always tough to hit, and it's a good indicator that it's coming back.
We haven't seen D'Angelo Russell play like that. Have you seen that side of him, the way he played tonight?
Yeah, I've seen it in practice, he's just tonight he was just recognizing the defense, reading the flow of the game, and taking the shots that were available for him.
Do you think that he's progressing at a level that can help you guys soon?
Well, he helped us tremendously tonight. I think Bryant's going to keep on challenging him and forcing him to dig deep and push himself.
I know you don't want a farewell tour, but what's that like to have you used to get booed when we came through these arenas. Now it's like they're treating you like a rock star.
It's an uncomfortable hug. No, listen, man, I'm really appreciative of it. I really am. And it feels great to have that, despite the, being a villain for so many years. It feels good.
When you walked off the floor at halftime, nodding your head, was that because you guys were playing well, or that because you were feeling it yourself a little bit?
No, that was just nodding my head to my legs, like finally SOBs woke up a little bit and knocked down the shot. That's what that was.
Kobe, do you not want acknowledgement from other teams if this is the last time through because you're not completely sure, or because you're just uncomfortable with that kind of attention?
I'm uncomfortable with it, in all honesty. I really just, I appreciate the game the way it's been played over the years, and I appreciate the competition. So it's like the biggest sign of respect to me would be to approach it and just like it was any other game, and try to kick our butt just like it was any other game. Those are the things that I hold extremely dear.
Hey, Kobe, it's obviously early, but when you're going through this early process, if you have to fight any internal conversations of self-doubt?
No, a little bit, but I get through those things extremely fast, extremely fast. In practice the other day, D'Angelo comes up to me and goes, "Hey man, I just want to make sure you're okay, man. Make sure I think you're maybe thinking too much." I said, "Man, listen, man, that ain't the first time I went 3 for 15, my man. I'm okay." He just kind of laughed about it, but I get through those things very fast, man.
So you obviously didn't need him to console you at all.
No, but I appreciate it. I appreciate him reaching out and doing that and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, dude, I'm fine.
Do you have any idea if any teams have reached out to the Lakers or to your people to see if they could, do anything for you on these games that you coming in?
I don't know. I don't know.
Would you want them to ask, or
no? No, I think they know me well enough to know that's not something that I would want. I remember playing Michael his last All-Star game in Atlanta, and he and I were catching up in the locker room. And he says, this is his last game. And so he says to me, I just want you to approach it just like any other game. I want you to compete against me just like it's any other game. And I remember I said, Michael, what the hell about me led you to think I was going to approach this any differently? But I think that's the greatest sign of respect. And I feel the same way where I sit now, is that it's about the competition, which shows the greatest sign of respect.
It could be on the flip side, through D'Angelo's early hiccups, did you have to console him at all or give him any perspective?
It's not really
Just that
consoling.
journey?
Not really consoling. It's
Yeah.
more just just working through tactical things, execution of things, and what he's seeing and what he's reading. And I felt like he called the game extremely well. And he's been spending a lot of time watching film and dissecting things, and that's where we spend most of our time on.
Kobe, I think you said last week that you were like 250th ranked player in the league. Where would you say you're at now?
I was being facetious. I mean, you really want to take that in, I was being a smart ass, and that's my nature. So you want me to say 400 or something like that?
Looking forward to the Garden on Sunday?
I am. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of familiar faces.
So remember the 61-point game? Do you still think about stuff like that?
I mean, it's there. When you go into the Garden, you think about it a little bit. But I'll block all that stuff out, man. Just go out and play.
When Phil talked before the season about kind of what it was like for Michael toward the end, when you know what the speed of the game is going to be like, it's just adjusting to it. Is that what it's like for you right now?
No, it's really just the base. It's getting my base back. I felt really good in the preseason having that base, and now it's trying to catch up because the season's going. But I still have to lift. I still have to train, and the recovery time is much shorter because I got my run. So it's just working through that stuff. But I know exactly what he means. And there's certain gaps and things like that I could have gotten to at 22. Just can't get to now. I certainly understand that.
What was it like leaving the court tonight? A court that you might not go back on as a player. You have all the fans, waiting for you to tell them agree.
Felt good. It felt good, man. Felt comfortable.
Not weird at all.
No, I don't think it's weird. I have so much appreciation for the game. If this is the last time, I'm fine with that. I feel at peace with that.
Hey, Kobe, when Phil's saying earlier before the season starts, he doesn't think it's your last year, but might be as a Laker. Is that just him stirring the pot as usual, or do you think there's something to that?
That's Phil baiting you guys like he always does, man. He's a master at it.
You could put that whole conversation to rest right now.
How many times do I need to say it?
I'm just saying,
everybody. I've said it so many times. I'm here. I'm a Laker for life. I'm not playing anywhere else, no matter what. It's just not going to happen. I bleed purple and gold, and that's just how it's going to be.